What's up guys, Geeky Boy here, and in today's video I'm going to be giving my review of Hunter x Hunter chapter 374, Elimination. But before we get started, feel free to subscribe to the channel, comment down below, like the video, and just give your overall thoughts on what you thought of this chapter. Alright guys, let's get started. So this chapter 372, which is called Elimination, actually started off with one of the bodyguards basically kind of talking about like the two bodyguards that they can actually perform nen, and Kurapika was kind of surprised with that fact. But at the same time, the two guys, the two bodyguards, they didn't realize that they were using nen. And this is pretty much where that other bodyguard was just pretty much just kind of talking about there's still like one more assassin in the area. And pretty much like these two other bodyguards wanted to, after their lesson, they wanted to talk to Kurapika alone and privately. But basically, Kurapika said, no, I can't talk to you privately. Only one of you I can talk to at the end of this lesson. So pretty much it kind of pans over to another scene where it kind of goes into the not the 8th prince, but the 10th prince. It kind of shows the kind of like what we saw the last chapter, where they kind of mentioned that they were detaining a prince. And pretty much I think it was the mother that basically told one of the detainers, I'm going to keep my silence, I don't want to talk to you. And he basically said, you have all the right, you don't have to talk to me, you're privileged under the royal army. So pretty much that was just that aspect of the chapter. And then we move on to the next part, which was with Hanzo and Bisky. And basically they're kind of just talking about the 13th prince, Nen Beast. They're talking about how it's like big, it's grown bigger ever since the fact that his sister died. The 12th prince has died. And pretty much here is when Hanzo tells Bisky that I'm going to go take care of this. He basically tells her like, I'm going to use my technique. So he uses this technique, like a clone technique. Basically, he's asleep, but he's out of his body. So pretty much from there, he goes, finds the person that, one of the two people. So he went to the first guy that killed her. So basically what he did was he told him, saying that, hey, Prince Benjamin wants to recruit you, and I just knocked out, and we're gonna like put it on someone else, the Nagnoman. We're gonna pin it on him. But before they could move on, Hanzo told him like, hey, what's your technique? And basically he told him, hey, my technique is called the touch. Basically I just laid down, I close my eyes, and I can basically I make a clone of myself, and I can go anywhere in a 20 radius, 20, I think it was 20, not 20 miles, but 20 feet radius. And pretty much from there, the guy basically told him like, how do you know it was me? And he's like, I didn't, I just made a guess. And this is where basically Hanzo just grabs like a rope around his neck and just like snaps his neck, pretty much killing him off. And then after that, we kind of panned over to like the next prince, which is the 8th prince. And he's pretty much just with his like entourage of girls, and basically the girls are saying like, oh, but we're not allowed to come to the banquet with you, tell us right now, tell us. And he's like, okay, I'll tell you. And pretty much whispered it to them. And at the end of that panel, they showed like a part. He's like, all right, well, I'll just announce it to everyone. And pretty much that was like the end of that part of the chapter. And then we go on to the fact that we see the 6th prince, Tyson, kind of talking about like the reading and whatnot. And then we see actually Kurapika's master here as well, and we actually see him and another bodyguard actually there. And they actually see like that Nen Beast, a little kind of black thing on their shoulder. And pretty much that's all we get from that aspect of the chapter. Really not much information. But then after that, we kind of pan over to the fact with Kurapika and the two bodyguards, like from Prince Hockenberg and Prince the 3rd prince as well. And they kind of like are talking and everything, and pretty much their lesson ends. And once they figured, I guess the ninth prince bodyguard tells him like, hey, I got this mark on my back of my hand, and basically they're talking about the fact that Prince Hawkenberg is not sure whether or not to continue in this secession war, or to follow his beliefs, because maybe the Nen Beast is following what Prince Hawkenberg wants to do in reality, because at the end of the day he didn't want to like become part of this. He wanted to take down this system because he didn't want to kill like all these princes just to get the throne. But at the same time, he still is not too sure, because it's kind of contradictory, and it will all come down to his Nen Beast and what will what will it do. And pretty much Kurapika told these two bodyguards like, hey, if you give me good information, like what is this Nen Beast's abilities, I will help you to counteract this attack. And pretty much from there, they were basically saying, like Kurapika was saying that like we need to recruit, become allies with the other lower princes, or else they're going to be getting picked off one by one. It's not fully developed just yet, but with the fact that their next lesson, more than likely their Nen will develop. So pretty much that's all we got from Kurapika in this chapter. And in the last part of this chapter was the fact that Camilla just came up to her bodyguard saying like, I'm gonna go kill first Prince Benjamin. Do you want to come with me, or do you wish to die? And pretty much the bodyguard, he was just kind of like scared, because like, he basically said, is this your idea of a joke, pretty much. So pretty much that's where the chapter ended. Second Prince Camilla, she wants to go and kill Benjamin. And honestly, in my opinion, I feel like the most dangerous princes in this secession war are the first Prince Benjamin, second Prince Camilla, and the fourth prince. I cannot say his name, so I'm not even going to bother to try. But yeah, those three I feel like are the most dangerous princes in the secession war. And also, I wonder what's going to happen with Hanzo and the Nen Beast, and where the heck is his body? Where did Bisky take it? I'm pretty sure that Bisky kind of had some sort of idea when she saw the Nen Beast, so she decided to take Hanzo's body away, or retreat somewhere else. And also, I hope they don't. I wonder what's gonna happen if the Nen Beast attacks Hanzo. Is his technique gonna cancel out? Is he gonna go back to his body, or what's gonna happen? I don't know. But other than that, this chapter was really good. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed reading it, but it was just really text heavy. So if you're really into like the text and like the dialogue and stuff, you'll enjoy it. But I like the action and stuff like that. But still, it was a good chapter. Other than that, guys, I really appreciate you guys. If you guys like the video, comment what you guys thought on the chapter, and subscribe as well. And then subscribe. Let other friends of yours know that I am doing Hunter x Hunter chapter reviews on the channel. Alright, guys. Whenever you guys watching this, day or night, I hope you have an awesome one. Peace out.